Hello YouTube world, how are you guys doing? My name is Nandini3D, and I have just finished watching the third episode of Hotel del Luna, and I thought I should share some of my thoughts on it because I have some thoughts on it. Now, I'm doing this off the cuff, and I don't have a script with me, which is very unusual for me. I usually like to type everything out, but I just wanted to, chill out and hang out with my YouTube friends, i.e. just myself in my room, and just kind of talk about the last few episodes. So the first episode, I did a reaction on it, which is on this channel, so you have to check it out. It was so good. I was so impressed with it. I still think it's probably one of the best, if not the best, opening introduction episode I've watched. I've watched other similar dramas like The Korean Odyssey, Goblin, The Great and Lonely God. Let me see. Even Gu Family Book is quite similar in some ways, I guess. I would say all of these ones kind of fit into the same genre as what Hotel del Luna is seeming to develop to be, I guess. So I'm at the end of the third episode, and I have to say I am so disappointed in the third episode. The second one was alright still. It was still felt like it was still an introduction, because the two main characters, they still weren't really in sync, and they didn't even start working together yet. If I'm talking about the plus points so far, I really like the way Yo Jin-gu is playing his character. I really like how formal he is, and he really seems to be quite a hotelier. And the scenes where he's terrified of ghosts are funny, as they're meant to be. Of course, they're quite unrealistic and ludicrous at times, like when he just fell into the pool in the second episode. I was just... And the fact that he didn't get fired after that didn't make sense. There are lots of plot inconsistencies and very unbelievable things about the plot, which is very disappointing to me. Now, I felt the compulsion to make this review right now of the third episode because I thought the plot of the third episode was so hollow and unrealistic. I'm talking about mainly the subplot, which was, the two girls. One had been bullied and killed by her bully, and then the girl who was killed occupied the bully's body, replacing the bully's soul, and then the true soul of the bully wanted to get her body back and sought help from Chan Sung's character, and showed no remorse at all. But what was even more disappointing was the way the parents reacted. What kind of parent, no matter how rich you are, will just let a stranger in to talk about the daughter? And the stranger, who is of course IU's character, right? The hotel's president, I guess, Sajangnim. Her name is Chang Manol. So, Chang Manwol. So Manwol, she just kind of strides in, sits down with a cup of tea, and says, "So, you know that girl who committed suicide? It wasn't a suicide, your daughter killed her." The parents had no response to that at all whatsoever. Then she presented two solutions, and what? It doesn't make any sense at all whatsoever. It's so bad. The plot was horrible, absolutely horrible. Even the second episode wasn't as bad, with the tiger and stuff. It was quite mystical. It added to the whimsy of the whole thing. But then, near the end, where some sort of oriental knight-like warrior figure decides to chase Chan Sung and try to kill him, made no sense. Why? He had those White Walker eyes. why? I don't understand. There's so many things about this that I don't understand. Now, a lot of things have become very clear from the second episode, such as that tree is the tree of her life specifically. In the first episode, we saw her, stab the tree with her with her sword, and the tree sort of just like swallowed it in, it just kind of took it in. And since then, it seems as though the tree hasn't flowered or leafed in such a long time, except for when Chan Song's father came, and also kind of in his presence, I guess. I'm a bit intrigued by the female caretaker character. She seems really, really quite nice. I'm quite surprised that she's just a guest. I feel like she has more powers, or is perhaps a different being pretending to just be a guest who turned into an employee. Because, she was the one who, I think, wasn't she the one? I think, was it she? Was it her? No, it wasn't. I don't know. Who was it? Anyway, one of the ladies, it was either her or the flower lady who put, those blue magical flowers on Chan Song's chest when he was knocked out. And since then, he has started dreaming about the history of Manwol's life, and I'm liking it, but it's making me think that perhaps he is the male character who probably died. How long was it? I think it was like thousands and thousands of years ago, right? So, these pieces are falling together, and the overwhelming disappointment I have is that it's turning out to just be a romance with very, very bad subplots. Even the first one with the second episode, the subplot with the tiger and that old man who had, kind of taken the tiger from its home to Seoul, and that painting, it was okay. It was okay. Like, it was passable. But then the second subplot with these high school girls and especially the way the parents reacted, it's just bad writing. Because when I looked at the acting wasn't bad at all. Like, it wasn't half bad. Even the younger characters who played, they're all actually pretty young. But the school children, they acted pretty well. Everyone's acting really, really well. I'm actually very impressed by IU's character. The two leads are phenomenal. I think they're really fulfilling their roles very, very, very well. I love it when IU just like starts shouting and she's very rude, because I know a teeny little bit of Korean. I'm able to understand enough and pick up enough to know that whenever she speaks, no matter what the ages of the character she's speaking to, she's always using very informal speech. So all of that's, funny and humorous, and I love it when she loses her temper, and I love the blatant disregard for respect and disrespect that her employees show her. Like, she gets angry at them and then they like hush up, but then as they're walking away, like they're shit talking her and stuff, and she doesn't even seem all that bothered. Clearly, she does have some sort of care for humans and love, which she doesn't show these employees at all. And I wonder whether it's because not being a ghost and not being a full human, she must feel perhaps a bit insecure. Maybe, I'm guessing, because why else would she seem so harsh and cold to her employees who already don't really respect her? Okay, clearly I'm quite tired because I'm fumbling on literally every single word. So I'm going to leave this here and just say it better pick up. I think I'm going to give it a few more episodes, only because I'm giving it a chance. If the smaller plots with all these ghosts and resolving their issues, if that continues to be bad, that's it. Like, I'm going to stop watching it. I really have to be strict with myself because I've just started watching The End Game? No, The Great Game? What is this? I just started watching it, and I'm going to be doing a YouTube reaction video on it as well. So that has just started. So, you know, I don't have so much time on my hands that I can watch multiple dramas at the same time. But I really want this to be good. I had such anticipation, you know, I had a bit of hope for it after watching the first episode, and I did a reaction on it, which has, you know, done pretty well here on YouTube. I'm very impressed with myself doing so well in terms of views and likes. For me, like, the small number that you see on that video is a lot, and I'm really grateful for all the time that you guys might be spending on watching these videos. So thank you for watching. That was a very nice segue. And I'll see you in my next video and let you know how it's going with this drama and my thoughts and everything around it. And I'll also let you know if I decide to quit watching it. It'll be a disappointment though, because, you know, I wanted to be invested. Oh well, let's see. Alright, thank you very much. Please leave a comment with your thoughts below. Perhaps I'm too early into it. Perhaps it really, you know, gets super good as it continues. But please do not post any spoilers, because as soon as I see a spoiler, that's it. I will not watch anymore. And also, it's a very unkind thing to do. Very unkind. So please don't. And if you'd like to subscribe, I'd be really grateful. Thank you very much for watching. My endings and beginnings are so bad on these videos, but I shall try to get better. Bye bye. Have a good day. Whatever you're doing. Bye.